Hello everyone, my name is Yassino Zarka and I'll be doing my video on some simple yet powerful Excel functions, for anyone that can use these functions for their day-to-day tasks or their homework. It could be useful, if they need to. So start off here within our Excel sheet. I created a little data set for us of students and some test scores along with their age, and I created a little cell column for our so we can practice our functions. So the first one I want to start off with are our arithmetic functions. So in the empty cell, we'll go ahead and type in equals, and the first one we'll cover today is average. This will return the average of a data set. So we'll go ahead and do our test scores here. We can just click and drag, and we can see we'll have B2 through B16 as our data set of our cells. We go ahead and click enter. We will get our average test scores. Our next one I want to cover is going over the sum function. So we'll do equals again, sum, open parentheses, and the same thing, click and drag of our data sets, which would be, our test scores. And so the sum of all the test scores after we click enter is 1158. And the last arithmetic I want to do is max. So this will return the max, the largest number within the data set. So if we want to know what the highest test score was, go ahead and click and drag again with our column, click enter, and we can see that it returns 99. And the next ones I want to cover are some statistical functions. So our first one will have our standard deviation of a population. So go ahead and do equals and then stdev dot p for population, open parentheses, and here we can do our age. So we'll go ahead and click and drag all the ages right here, and that is our standard deviation for the age. We can do again standard deviation for a sample set, so stdev.s, open parentheses, and here we can do the test scores, same data set from B2 to B16, click enter, and that is our standard deviation. And finally, our final statistical one is the mode. So this will return the most frequent number, and so we'll go ahead and do our age within the data set, see what the most common ages of these test takers are. Click and drag, and then we can see 20 is our most common age. And finally, the last functions I would like to touch up on are some logical functions. So the first one we'll do is if. This will return a true or false depending on what you ask it. So let's say we want to know if Bob's test score over here is greater than Alice's. So we'll click Bob's cell, and then we'll do greater than or equals to, or we will do just greater than to Alice, and her test score is B2. Then we'll do comma. If it is true, we will have it return Bob's score is higher, parentheses, and then if the value is false, we'll do Bob's score is not higher, parentheses, and close our parentheses, or quotation marks, excuse me. We'll click enter, and we can see that it did come out with Bob's score is higher because 92 is greater than 85. And finally, we'll do our and, which is, we'll do a very similar thing to our if, but it's multiple logistics characters. So for this one, we want to see, go ahead and parentheses, if we want to see if Bob's score is greater than Alice, and we want to see if Fiona's score is less than Bob's. We can do that. Fiona's score is less than Bob's. Go ahead and close our function up here, click enter, and we can see it's true. Because if we look back at our formula, we can see that Bob's score is indeed greater than Alice's, and then we can see that Fiona's score is indeed less than Bob's. So that is it for my Excel functions. I hope you guys found this useful, and thank you very much for watching.